Do you know that a lot of pregnant women are walking around without knowing their actual PCV numbers for no fault of theirs? Like, it is not even their fault at all, but they have no idea what their real PCV numbers are. In case you're wondering, doctor, what's the big deal? Oh, it's a very big deal. It helps us know the things that we need to put in place as we are getting you ready for childbirth. And very importantly, it helps you to know the type of PCV regimen that you should be on. In case you didn't know, the PCV regimen is not one size fits all. Some women should be taking higher, some women should be taking lower. You're supposed to build your blood according to your PCV level. But if you don't know your right PCV level, how will you do that? Do you see where the problem is? So what do I mean? Good. I saw a lady who was so sure that her PCV level was 31%. Good thing she happened to have her full blood count result. In some climes it is called whole blood count, in some climes it is called complete blood count, CBC. She happened to have that result, and I said, let me see. So I looked at her hemoglobin concentration level and I saw 9.1 gram per dl. I said, you said your PCV is what again? She said her PCV is 31%. I said, from where to where? She said, oh, that when she went to do the PCV, that she did the PCV and she did the full blood count at the same time, and that is what they told her. I said, they told you that your PCV is 31%. She said, yes. I said, should I shock you? She said, go ahead. I told her your PCV is 27.3%. She was in disbelief. She couldn't believe her ears. Doctor, no wonder I've been feeling so weak. Doctor, no wonder I've been feeling so dizzy. You mean my PCV is that low? Yes. Her PCV was 27.3%, but the lab told her that it was 31%. So all that time she was working, she was thinking, oh, at least it's not so bad. I will just build small and get to 36. She didn't know that she was in the region of 20 something. Do you see how a lot of women catwalk into problems? Do you see why we keep on shouting that there are some things you need to know by yourself? I just showed her the formula. Same formula I'm going to tell you now. Multiply by 3. It is more difficult for labs to make mistake with hemoglobin concentration than to make mistake with PCV, because sometimes the lab technicians, they are the ones that do the conversions by themselves. So if the lab technician does not have a very good grasp of mathematics or arithmetic, they will make mistake with the PCV. But the hemoglobin concentration is the hemoglobin concentration. That one is really wrong. So if your hemoglobin is 8, it's 8. If your hemoglobin is 12, it's 12. If your hemoglobin is 11, it's 11. You now do the conversion. Do you see why knowledge is important? There's certain information you have, you cannot be bobbled, you cannot be toyed around with. Please get the right information and guidance in pregnancy. It gets why. That woman should not have been on the PCV regimen that she was on, because her PCV was far lower, and for no fault of her, she just didn't know. As I was talking to her, she was just shaking her head. She was like, wow. You will see the right guidance in pregnancy. You will see the right information in pregnancy. Please don't joke with it. So, if you are ever unsure of what your real PCV is like, go and do a complete blood count or a full blood count or a whole blood count. Look for HB number in grams per dl and multiply by 3. That's your PCV level. That HB number is really wrong. PCVs have been seeing so many cases of mistakes. You're seeing a woman who is clearly pale, who has clear anemia, but the PCV is saying that it is 34. When we tell her to go and do a full blood count test, she will come back and we will see that the hemoglobin concentration is actually far lower than the PCV reflected. It is a calculation mistake from a lot of lab technicians. Please, if you're a lab technician, take your time when you're doing these conversions. These are people's lives that we are dealing with. If you're a pregnant woman, it's fine to do your PCV, but do your full blood counts to know your actual hemoglobin number, then convert it the way I have taught you to get your real PCV number, so that you know the kind of regimen that you should be on to build your blood in pregnancy. I hope this helped you. If you are looking for a program that teaches you everything you need to learn and know and do to ensure that you don't run into complications in pregnancy and childbirth. You see birth saver? You see birth saver? There's a reason why the women, they keep on screaming about birth saver. There's a reason why you see the women screaming about birth saver. You get why. Click the link in bio to join the program and get started. I hope this was helpful. You're welcome.